taxing decision. The lodge at Historic Lewes says they're paying a bill they shouldn't have to. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our news at 6. We begin tonight with short-term rentals and property taxes.
The city of Lewes is considering raising the gross rentals receipt tax for a short-term rental from 5 to 6%. But the lodge at Historic Lewes, it's looking to get that fee waived entirely. Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber shows us why the company believes it should be exempt and why other hotels are still upset about that tax increase.
The lodge at Historic Lewes is trying to get out of paying the gross receipt rental tax. They argue that it shouldn't apply to them. Greg Stevens, who is president of the company that owns the lodge, made his case to the city council on Thursday. Stevens told Coast TV,
At the lodge, we have service agreements, so we don't actually have leases. So the services that we offer are much more extensive than you would get in a regular apartment building.
The company says the mayor approved the lodge to be an independent living, assisted living, and memory care facility. Therefore, the lodge does not fall under the classification of a short-term or long-term rental because it is a care facility. Since the lodge has already been hit with this tax, an attorney suggested that they take this issue to the Board of Adjustment, choosing that route because the City Council by code does not have the authority to appeal this. The City Council, however, does have the ability to change its code.
You know, we're always of the feeling that we want to try to settle things amicably.
Meanwhile, for all other short-term rentals in the city, the council is considering a hike on the gross receipt rental tax from 5% to 6%. Unsurprisingly, there is pushback. Scott DeKuyper, who owns Hotel Blue in Lewes, says the decision could hurt the future of locally owned hotels.
It's really hard on the independents. It's cut so deeply into our net income that affects all of our employees. We can no longer afford health care for anyone. It's just becoming too difficult.
The lodge says at this time they would like to continue this conversation with the city, and they hope that they look at their appeal. In Lewes, I'm Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.